Good morning, Hazel. That's the wrong side. Good morning. I want to pause before we get all ready to go. Somebody's ready to go. The yippy dog in the back. We acquired a dog. She was we think she was dumped. Anyway, she's ours now. She's still getting used to things. So she yips a lot in the morning. Okay, on to milking. All right, and just like that, we've got about half a gallon, don't we, Hazel? Thank you. She's slowing down production a little bit. That's okay, that's normal. Like I talked about on the other video about her, she is in kind of a later lactation, which just means that she's been milking for a little bit longer than industry standard. Now, that's up to interpretation on its own. Some people milk for a long time, some people don't. It just depends on the cow and the farmer and what they are able to do, what they want to do. So with us, we know that she's going to give birth around November, so we're going to dry her off about 2 to 3 months before that. And then once she's dry, I'm still going to do the routine and everything, but she will have her baby about the first week of November. So it's a beautiful day in the mountains today after tons of cloudy skies.
Good morning. Welcome back to Breaking Your Roots. This is our daily routine now. There's been a lot of changes that have happened for us in the last 30 days. About the entire month of May. And a lot of things have changed, and a lot of things have changed for the better. So with that being said, I take care of the chickens in the morning. Olivia takes care of Hazel Augustine, the milk machine. And we just kind of split up our chores every single day. Just kind of makes it a little bit easier. Kids, they just hang out, they start their mornings, they have their own activities that they do in the morning, and yeah. So I'm gonna get these guys moved. We haven't stopped gardening this entire time. I think we've talked about it before, but in case we haven't, the garden has become like our priority this year for us. On top of the dairy cow and the chicken and the kids, not in any particular order there, but we have been doing quite a bit, really in this last month. So I'll kind of give you a quick garden tour. The garden is not usually my thing, but to be honest with you, this is probably the most fun I've had gardening ever. Like, it's just never really been my thing. So all of our brassicas, I don't know what's what at this point. I know Olivia probably knows it better. So we've had to do some replants. Lettuce starting to pop up. Nothing with the wood chips has really gone too well. We're getting lots of pop through versus when we did the straw hay bedding stuff. We like that method a lot better. We've gotten a few strawberries already this year, not a lot. Obviously it's their first year, so we're not really expecting a lot. I feel like catching the kids eating them before I can get to them, so I guess that's what they get there first. We did a pepper and tomato bed. It's been raining for like a week straight, so the tomatoes are looking really good. Our peppers are still a little small. She's making a thing to fix our potatoes, and I'm gonna have to go. She's in the house. She'll be right back. Our good friends Megan and Andy over at True Grit gave us a bunch of stuff. I know they talked about I went and worked on one of their door, put a front door in for them. And Andy and Megan, being who they are, they gave me tons of berries and trees. So I call it Raspberry Row, or Berry Row. I got raspberries, blackberries. He gave me a handful of peach trees, and those are doing pretty well. All of these are my extra cucumbers. We didn't realize when we bought our cucumbers that they were double and triple planted. So we ended up with way more than we thought we needed. And they're looking, those just got put in a couple days ago. This is our other big bed. Oh man, that's where I originally started cucumbers. We got bush beans, pole beans, black beans. And then we don't eat a lot of like squash, zucchini, stuff like that. So we just did like one of each. I got one yellowneck, one zucchini, and one butternut squash plant. So we don't really do a whole lot. We probably will in the future. This is something Lincoln wanted to do with my mom, and they visited, was they did watermelons. So we got a couple watermelon starts, a cantaloupe, and then they did some seed starts too. But yeah, the berries are kind of coming down our driveway and then around. The garden has never really been my thing, but I think I've had more fun with it this year. And I think just like this low, easy input method of putting this wet hay straw down, which we still have a bunch of bales, flaking it out, making it thick, digging it out, digging a little bit, and then putting the plant in. Some things that we've already seen that I want to improve on is obviously we got here in November. So it was already kind of winter at that point, but we put a bunch of this down and then came back like a week or two later to then plant into it. And like the amount of material that was already breaking down underneath was pretty cool. So that's something I want to kind of aim to do this winter, is to get a bunch of junk straw hay, put it down probably in everything, probably put the chickens here, and then our potatoes are going pretty well. They do have some blight. We noticed when we were just out here. So that's what Olivia's working on right now, is making up some kind of organic solution for these potatoes. It's extremely windy today. That's just the nature of being here, but we haven't had winds like this in a while. What are you working on? We don't have material, Lincoln. I will build you and Sydney a house, I promise. Okay. Well, I'm glad you want to make it for Sydney, but we're not ready just yet.
Mommy. Hi, Gina. Hi, baby.
Oh, and guys, we also got another dog.
I said that.
Her name's Quinn. Someone abandoned her out here.
That one missing.
She's ready to become part of the
That
family.
one missing.
It's just a dog, Sid. I'm just recording, baby.
Quinn?
Yeah, Quinn in Arizona. So what's your solution?
Baking soda, dish soap, which is just Castle soap is all we use, and water.
Okay.
And it said to spray it on the leaves. Although apparently bottles don't like baking soda.
Seems that way, doesn't it?
Watch out.
It's so windy, the wind might just blow it right off.
I know.
You want to do that whole row?
Yeah, it seems to just be this row, right? Like
Yeah, these ones look all good.
Although, I say that, and they have some spots, but that might be more critters eating it than anything.
Versus these
This is definitely white.
turning a little yellow.
So if I understand it correctly, blight is like a fungus,
Okay.
and
I guess I've always heard of it, I just didn't know what it was.
yeah. So this solution is supposed to, the pH will fix the fungus and or fix like the reason that the fungus took hold, and then the soap kills the fungus.
Gotcha.
But we're just using castle soap, so I don't know much about that either on its efficacy. What do we have here? Potato bugs.
Are they like fairies? We need to smash them.
I don't know what they are, but I do see them. I do need to put DE out anyway, so we can put some.
They do get pretty flowers, don't they?
The flowers of a potato are like the most beautiful flower I've ever seen in my life.
They're very pretty.
Yeah. They're just beautiful.
These are not potato. So those are not potato.
Those are not potatoes, but yeah, these flowers are just gorgeous.
Not as pretty as you, babe. You didn't stake them up?
Yeah, there were a few that I didn't stick up because I didn't think they were big enough, and then we got all that rain and they got big enough. And now with the wind, they're blowing over.
Between that and the sunshine, they're just taking off, aren't they?
Yeah, so, which we had a couple flowers the other day.
Yeah.
So it won't be long and we will have fruit.
Heck
But,
yeah.
I'm just going to finish making sure they're not going to fall over and break.
My pepper plant really bounced back. What's that?
Like this one over here, like it's up against the post. I don't really think it needs
That's fine.
it right now.
You need to listen, buddy. Get your finger.
Lincoln, I need you to back up. Come towards me.
It's still the phone. What is it? It's moving up. Why is that time not
Be quiet. No more talking, please. You want me to come behind her?
Come on, Aiden.
I don't know about the camera here.
Mama?
I was just gonna say, like, this is not her normal routine, so that's why.
Yeah, I
just
know.
drag her in, because she's the kids are out here, both of us are out here. We already know. It is. Can you break that right? We already know she's a very particular cow, so we don't do this, but every couple weeks, and even then when we do it, it's just different times of day. So we're just gonna move her paddock. We've had her over here, over here, over here. Now she's right here. We're gonna move her over one more. can do it on my own, but with Paul's work schedule now and the kids and just like setting into our own routine, it's just easier to do it when he's home on the weekend and not have to do it in the middle of the evening or something. So, okay.
So we kind of looked at it and we decided to just go with another net since this is the farthest away she will be. She'll probably be out in this paddock for a couple of weeks if I had to guess. And I don't know if the camera was even on us or if it fell off at that point, but we have decided we're gonna go ahead and bush hog. The last couple spots she was in, she knocked all the grass and stuff down, but there's lots of thistle, lots of brambles, stuff like that still need to come out. And obviously she's not gonna eat those. So we're going to just go ahead and bush hog those areas. And then once she's done with this in a couple weeks, we'll come through and bush hog this, kind of let those summer grasses get a fair shake, to say the least. You want to release the Kraken? Sorry, baby.
Enjoy your new pasture.
Huh?
I told her to enjoy her new pasture.
Why you move for rain spot? Because that's where the rain spot is. Where's the rain spot? Why do you move for rain spot?
Because she was out of grass over there. So we moved her so that she always had a lot of fresh grass.
She's like, there's so many options.
She's gonna go walk around, probably do a perimeter check, make sure everything's.
Make sure we put her fence up.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be in that pasture for a while.
Think so.
Yeah. But that's okay. I mean, what, maybe 2 weeks?
If not longer, man.
Maybe 3.
She's not a big beef cow.
No. Well, but I mean, dairy cows typically eat more than beef. I guess I don't really know that.
It doesn't feel like that.
Well, because she's converting it into milk, not into muscle. I don't know.
I saw a funny reel, and it was like, I've had beef cows my whole life, and it was like, cow just can't get enough or something like that. You can feed me whatever and I'll eat it. Dairy cow, I felt like you changed a small part of my perfect feed ration. I refuse to go into stanchion.
That's so true. That was a big learning curve for us.
No. I know, I'm just joking.
No, I've seen it on camera.
I know, yeah, I know.
While you be a jerk.
I'm not being a jerk.
No, that was a big learning curve for us, is the difference between beef and dairy. I really did not realize that there was such a difference in personality that way.
She's like, there's so much room for activities. thanks guys for coming today. We got a lot done today, I feel like. We got done, sat down, had coffee, take a big deep breath, and I see some dark clouds rolling in, and I look at the radar and rain's moving in. So it's gonna be the end of our day at this point. We're gonna enjoy the sunshine while we can. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here today with us, and we will catch you on the next one.